No, say what.
Hey YouTube, we're gonna do the girlfriend does girlfriend makeup, and as you can see, I have no makeup on whatsoever right now, and she's gonna do my makeup blindfolded. So let's see how this goes.
Hey, don't let him move, guys.
Then you kind of like hard.
Guys, let's just do this.
Don't move. No? Now it's my turn. First, she's gonna start with the
Repossessing this guy's car was our priority. But that changed. Now it's his safety. Hey! Your friend is hurt! You're gonna need help!
I need to face the camera, so
Relax, it's gonna be alright.
buddy, don't move.
Relax, your guard's down. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm not here to hurt you. Back up! Back up! Relax.
My question is, why did this guy have to take off the way he did? Was the car really worth getting hurt over?
Relax.
Babe, you're supposed to dab it a little bit and then rub it around with my fingers.
Guys, get him out of here!
Feel my other eye.
So I was trying to get a hold of
Feel my other
911,
eye.
but I had
See
no
if it's
signal.
dry.
No, I don't want
So
to.
now I had to jump into
Rub
my
it
Marine
with
Corps
your-
training,
I don't want
and that's
to.
where we learn Medic 101. You want us to help him? Just move out of the way. Okay.
Wait, don't move it.
Okay, listen to me. This is good,
Okay.
right? Yeah, I'm good. Hey, we're gonna help you out there. Right here.
So that's what
Like
she
this,
has
right
done.
here. I didn't like this repo from the beginning.
No, that
It
doesn't
just
go on.
amazed me. The
Huh?
stupidity
That
of
doesn't
people
go
when they're
on.
trying to keep their cars.
It's
Man, it
this.
just
The
is worthless.
foundation. Grab it. Grab it. Here.
I don't know where you're pointing at.
Get out of the way, get out of the way.
Put it on face.
Did you pour it already?
Yeah.
Now, ultimately, this guy was not seriously injured, but people need to understand that this is a very dangerous job.
You're looking.
I can't see, I promise. What, I'm doing it right? Okay.
Yeah, you are.
What better way to anticipate the upcoming Academy Awards than by
Okay, what do you
watching
wanna
two
I want to do that black
movies
thing.
that won Oscars as
The
Best Foreign
eyeliner?
Language Film?
You don't want to do the eyeshadow?
Saucy is an intense
No,
film
like I
from
wanna,
South
like,
Africa that takes us on one young
just give me
man's
one.
personal odyssey toward
Here's the
redemption.
eyeshadow you want to do.
That's the kind of thing the Oscar voters always go for. I'm sure they were also impressed with its
Touch my eyes
pedigree, as
and
it's
then
based
put
on a
it
novel
on
by Ethel Fugard.
Wait,
This
what is
very
this?
accomplished
Eyeshadow.
film is the work of a relatively
I don't
young
know
but
what the fuck
highly
this is.
assured writer-director
Eyeshadow.
named Gavin Hood, who adapted the book and selected his cast with great care, using both theater-trained professionals and amateurs. Hood understood that in order for the story to work, he had to introduce his leading character, Saucy, in the most brutal terms imaginable. Only then can his journey of self-discovery begin. He also narrowed his focus to portray one shantytown neighborhood in Johannesburg in detail. This is the kind of movie that has staying power, and that itself is a very high compliment. The Lives of
So
Others
you're
was
done?
also a coup for its writer and director, who had
What do
never
you
made a
want next?
feature film before. But make no mistake,
that black
this is
liquid.
world-class movie making.
The
The
black
story
liquid,
takes
the
place in the
mascara, or the
mid-1980s in
eyeliner?
East Germany,
I don't
then
know what the
officially
fuck
known
it's
as the
called.
German Democratic
The one
Republic.
for your
But there's
eyelashes?
nothing democratic about the secret police force
pencil?
called the Stasi
No.
that eavesdrops
The
on
liquid.
citizens. Sebastian
There's no
Koch plays a
liquid.
successful
The one that
dramatist
goes like, you know
who's
how
been
you do
allowed
the
to
thing
continue
over your
staging plays
Okay, I don't have
because he's
liquid,
always
but I
been
have the
discreet
pencil.
expressing it.
Okay, here. The other side.
We're dealing
Be
with
careful not
something
to
very
poke my
strong, something very powerful,
Right here?
something very honest.
Okay, open the door.
telling you, we could have just
Right here?
killed
Yeah.
each other.
That's not coincidence. That usually means we're in for one hell of a lockdown.
Shit, am I getting your eye?
No.
I just heard get up here.
Aaron, we heard that too. It's so creepy up here, man. My name is Zach Bagans, lead investigator of the Ghost Adventures crew. I never believed in ghosts until I came face to face with one. You wanted us, you got us. So I set out on a quest to capture what I once saw onto video. With no big camera crews following us around, I am joined only by my fellow investigators Nick Ross
Where you
and
at?
Aaron Goodwin.
Right here.
The three of us will travel to some of the most highly active paranormal locations
Am I
where we will
getting
spend an entire night being locked down
I want
from
the.
dusk until dawn.
You know how when you put that color on your eye?
The eyeshadow?
Raw,
What color you want?
extreme.
Give me blue.
Okay.
These are our ghost adventures.
Alright, hold on.
We're at the oldest home in Buck Creek Township, Indiana. But before we investigate severe claims of possible demonic attacks on the living,
Can we put it in?
we first need to investigate
No, like open up the
this
door.
I did. It has makeup
I
on
want to do it.
of this building being a smallpox hospital and also a place where it said 200 people have died.
Now let me see.
It is
Stop.
also claimed that in the 1930s, a woman committed suicide by leaping into a 70-foot well right here, under the floorboards, in the house. But before we can investigate the paranormal, we must first investigate the history. With so many purported claims of death, it is our job to separate fact from fiction here at Blackburn Manor. Matt, this is Nick and Aaron. What's up, man? First off, we want to say thank you for having us.
What do you want to do?
And I think by you calling us,
Mascara?
you also want to know some more things.
Absolutely. I'd like to know as much as I can.
It's
about it.
open.
I mean, I've only had it for 3 years, so I'd like to learn as much as I can about it. What's inside?
Matt wants to know what's inside because something dark, aggressive, and evil has led to a very serious attack on his girlfriend. What happened to you?
It was my own stupidity. It was my own fault.
Why was it your stupidity?
Because I didn't believe in anything paranormal.
You were totally the skeptic.
You
right?
did?
I don't believe in this.
But I don't think I got it on there though.
Absolutely. Some friends of ours stopped by and they were just like, let's go check out the house. Let's go inside the house.
This is where the attack happened to Jennifer, guys.
Right in here.
Right in here. She's standing right
It's
over
falling
there
off,
with her
babe.
right now.
You could just feel this heat, this emotion all of a sudden, and I just started cussing off. You know, I demanded that you come out and all this type of stuff. And at that point, something grabbed my back.
Do you think it was trying to push you out of the house?
I think it was hit off.
Did it leave any marks on you? Or anything?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is the actual graphic photo showing the severity of this dark attack.
She can't
How did you feel after that event?
Felt like I should have listened to church. Felt like I should have listened to church.
We now need to hear all the historical claims about the property, then investigate each to see if any of them can cause a negative haunting.
If you look over here, I want to show you this as first. It's a little attic space upstairs. Pull this doctor bag in the very back of the attic up there. Now,
You done?
there was a few stuff in here, some bottles and stuff. This list right here is what I want to give you guys. This is the list of people that passed away in the house. Now, that wasn't found in the bag. That was actually given to me by a really old lady by the name of Georgia. She actually was a bloodline of the family, and she actually gave me all these, everything that we have.
Matt claims he was given this list by a direct descendant of the Estes family, who built this house in the 1800s. Could all these people have really died here at a
I
makeshift
can't really
infirmary?
see, okay? I
We
mean, I
know
can't
that
see at all.
smallpox was
Can
so
you get
deadly
this?
it killed over 500 million people in the 19th and 20th centuries. So amassing a death toll of over 200 people in one area wasn't entirely unheard of. But we cannot assume these 200 people died in this house just because we were handed a piece of paper.
You done?
We must do further research to validate this claim.
Right here is John Eastis. He's the one that had the house built in 1859. Okay, now that Dr. Harvey used to live here. That's him right there.
Dr. Harvey. According to local legend, shortly after Dr. Harvey married into the
Like that
Estes
kind of
family,
wing,
he
huh?
converted their estate into an infirmary to treat smallpox patients. It was widely speculated but never proven that Dr. Harvey introduced the disease to further his medical career.
Hold on.
Matt
Need to
believes
put
it is
another
the
kind of
tormented
flesh.
souls of Dr. Harvey and his patients who haunt this forsaken home. And he isn't the only person who thinks this.
Yes.
This is the only
It's
place
already. I already put it. I already put the powder
I
on.
had to go take a
Just put it on my face.
probably.
Oh, like that?
Where did you hear these noises coming from?
We kept seeing shadows coming in and out of the bathroom. This door, we suddenly got a blast of cold air. You could hear the door handle start to shake. Then the fear set in because you could actually feel the floor vibrate.
Here's the car rack.
And as you heard, it sounded like boots on a wooden floor.
No.
Very scary. I think what we actually made contact with was Dr. Harvey, who was questioning his abilities and provoking.
This is where the well is, okay?
Give me more.
Holy.
Dude, this is like straight out of the ring, man.
Yeah. Was there a suicide in here? I heard someone talking about it.
We actually heard there was, man. Like I said, I don't have documentation. I try to base everything we have off of facts. And we did hear a lady.
You want lipstick now?
Yeah.
And it was like in 1930 something, what we were told.
Here.
Who told you that?
The
Is it
family
like-
member did.
She told you that in the 1930s that a lady jumped in here and committed
This
suicide.
is the thing.
Huh?
This.
Were there any records?
Oh, this is it?
Yeah.
Not that I have, no. So, I mean, it's just weird for her to say something
My
like
bad.
that.
There's some
Are these your lips?
it's never documented. Because a lot of
Stay
that
still,
stuff, if
come
you're in the
here.
middle of nowhere and some lady committed suicide,
Come
when
here.
you
Where are
don't
you
document
running?
somebody's death, you have an unrested spirit, an unrested soul that could lead to all these hauntings.
Why is your mouth
At
open?
that source for all of this dark history,
Put your mouth
Georgia,
like this.
a direct descendant of the family who originally built the house. Since Georgia is deceased, we can't speak with her to verify Matt's claims, leaving us with many more questions than answers.
Why? Why was there a doctor's bag found in the attic? What happened with the well? Did somebody
Is that
really
it?
commit suicide
Yeah.
there in the 30s?
Can I see?
You want to
With
see your
all these
recipe?
different questions, and I think every time you answer one correctly,
Okay.
possibly a
Take it
spirit
off.
can
Take
be
off
at
the
rest,
blindfold.
or bad spirits can get more aggressive. because
Oh, that's
they have
ugly.
Things to be figured out.
Hey, I did it good though.
What did you do good?
I mean, I did the little whip like that.
I need to know through a better source. In some
Uh,
I think it's
So,
very
see?
important to make sure
That's
that
why
all of
this-
this history and information is clear.
Can I
My
do
leg
it,
goes.
There's actual
sister
things
with
on here.
sister?
Bye, guys.
Don't ever trust me.
In the cemetery.